Hello, Don. Do you have taters there? Troll? Danielle? Hey, Nikki Whodat. I'm thinking my connection might be a little bad because I'm only... Oh, okay, there we go. Just jumped up to 7. 7 people in the room. You guys able to hear and see me okay? Hey, Pitbull. Collins. Caroline. Hey, Yankee in the South. Roxy Foxy and the Dr. Pepper Show. Beth Hammer. Pitbull. Okay. Chris about t-shirts. Good to see you here. I'm trying something. Hey, Tony. Noah G. Oh, that's right, yes. Noah G, the one that doesn't eat anything. Has only ever had American cheese. I remember that. Guys, I'm trying something a little different this time. Instead of taking a trip all the way out to the Ingalls to sit in the parking lot, I was seeing if maybe out here, if I'm outside the camper, if maybe I could still live stream. It seems to be working okay so far with 15 people in the room, so that's good. Hello, Jeremy. Dan the Mountain Man, good to see you here. Yes, American cheese is good on a grilled cheese sandwich. That's about the only time it's good. How am I doing? I'm doing a lot better. A lot better. I'm telling you guys, I feel like I've slept most of the last 3 days, really. Anyway. But I was finally able to get some good sleep and just been sleeping like crazy. sleeping. Nestor's doing pretty good. I would get him out here, but he's feeling feisty enough right now that I don't think if he's outside he's going to want to run around, and if I'm holding him, he's going to slap me again. Last time I got him out for the camera just to hold him when he was outside, he was not happy about that. So I don't want to do that again. Yes, Tony, I did see your video. Being on the road as long as I have. Yeah. But guys, first off, Wandering Mountaineers is here. Hello, guys. Don't know if this is Michael or the missus. Either way, probably the two of them watching together. Snowflakes. Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna start getting cold. Not already, no! Hello, D Cobb. Good to see you. Alright, guys, I don't have a whole lot of weird snacks to try. I bought like 4 of them, but I'm really not up to it right now. I'm just drinking my favorite drink of all time. Pumpkin spice latte. I think I may have already said that before. It's not stopping entirely to where I want the stream at all. Stopping entirely to where I want stream at all. It won't stream at all. Oh. Hello, Vicky. As far as the cabin goes, the thing that you guys saw, I put up a video where I went to the Niswonger air show, yesterday. And at the beginning of it, I did show where we were putting in the support columns. Oh! Only 2 away from 100. That's great, Karen. Yeah, we'll get there. That's awesome. Anyway, we were putting in the support columns. We've just about got that completely done, and that will be the hard part. After that is going to be a lot of measure, cut, nail, measure, cut, nail. We can just talk if you don't feel like doing the snack thing. Yes, thank you. And so once that part is done, the building that I'm going to be having put in, it's not going to be, I'm not going to build it all. I've only got 3 weeks. I'm on the road too much to build an entire log cabin. That would take months. You can get a device that I know would turn your camper into a big, gigantic Wi-Fi antenna. So the type of building that I'm going to be getting is, it's normally used for a storage building, but what it is, it's about, the walls are about 3 inches thick, and it's 2 pieces of painted, just a second, it's 2 sheets of painted sheet metal or tin or something, and sandwiched in between there is a layer of styrofoam. And so basically it's a storage building, normally used as a storage building, but it's quick, it's light, it's cheap, and it comes pre-insulated. Oh, goodness. Tatering out. Dang it. I was afraid of this. Everybody's getting knocked out again. Shoot. Alright guys, I'm just going to keep going. We loved our drawing. Yes, thank you. No need for apologies. You didn't need to. You did an awesome job. Thank you, Wandering Mountaineers. I'm glad you liked the drawing. Big Joe Malia said they are selling their property. You should ask them about buying it for your building. They're selling their property? I wonder where they live. When it starts buffering, just X out and, well, we're back up to 13, so I think a lot of people tried exiting out and coming back in. Hit and miss, the audio is fine on our end, but the vid stops and we can't keep up. Okay. Anyway, alright, so the cabin is, it's like I said, it's normally used as a storage building. So I've got somebody that's going to come in and put it in, and until he really gets here, until we really get to talking about it, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to have it built. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it 32 feet long by 14 feet wide, and I'm going to have a 4-foot overhang on the front for a front porch. Once it's put in, it's going to be up to me and whoever I can find to help to put in the power and the heat and the air conditioning. Now the heating, I think I'm just going to do with simple space heaters. The air conditioning is just going to be window units. And guys, remember that this cabin is, I'm only going to be using it at the most 4 to 5 months out of the year. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that just sits there empty most of the time. So that's a big reason why I'm just going with the cheapest option, because it's just not, it just doesn't make any sense to spend a lot of money on something that's barely used. So once I get it put in, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to modify it, but I am going to modify it to probably dampen the sound of the rain because it's a metal roof. I'm going to put in electricity and fans and lighting, air conditioning, try to work in a bathroom, shower, kitchen, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very simple and kind of rigged up, but that's what we're going to be doing, and so yeah, right now we're at that phase where we're still putting in the foundation, but that's, as far as the progress of the cabin goes, that's where we're at. Well, Danielle, yeah, I want to settle there. I don't know, I'm not sure about the word settle, because unless I'm paralyzed from the neck down, I'm going to keep traveling for as long as I'm able to, because it suits me really well. My kind of mindset, I get a little antsy if I'm in the same place for too long. I get a little restless, and I have to keep moving. And so I think right now I would be using the cabin maybe 5 months out of the year. I think I might cut it to where I'm doing 6 to 7 months there out of the year. And most of that's going to be holiday season. But for the most part, I'm always going to be traveling as long as I'm able to. And I don't know if you guys have already heard me talk about it, but I want to get to the point where I can make money on YouTube doing conventions. Because before I started the characters full time, that was something that I really, really liked to do. And when I'm talking about conventions, I'm talking about Dragon Con, like Dragon Con in Atlanta, or VidCon, MagFest, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, things like that. Hey, Ashley, when you come to Indiana, Bridgeton, you can come and stay at our property. We have 100 acres, about 45 to 60 minutes from Rockville. We would love to have you. Okay, I really appreciate that, Beth. I really do. But the people that I bought the booth space from also has a back lot where I plug in my camper. And it quite literally is walking. It's just 50 yards from my booth. So it makes my commute pretty much just step out the door and walk a few feet, instead of being 45 minutes, and it's already paid for. So I'm not going to need a place to stay when I'm in Indiana this year, but I really do appreciate the offer. A Steampunk Con in Florida. There is one around Atlanta too. I think it's called Anacrocon, I think. Excuse me. But that too is a good example of the kinds of stuff that I really want to be able to do. And of course, I would cover it the same way that I do any other event, where I take shots of the exhibits, get some interviews with people, and talk to them about the new products, that kind of thing. Do some slow pan arounds, throw in some narration, cut it all up, jam it together into about a 15-minute video, and make videos of the conventions that way. So, Ashley, I will message you on Messenger a few days before the Apple Festival. Yes, thank you, Karen. Um, so uh, that's something that I want to do, and so, you know, as the YouTube thing grows, and that is my hope. That's, you know, it might never happen. I don't know. Maybe YouTube will flop and lose all of its stock trading share values, or whatever happens that makes things go out of business. Maybe one day I'll try to log in and it'll all be gone. I don't know. But that is a thing that I hope. Um, but is that I can make some money off of YouTube, and I can make some money off of the caricatures, and I can go between the two, and I can start doing stuff like Dragon Con and VidCon and Anacrocon and Acon and things like that. And also throughout the middle of the week, guys, I want to keep doing like historic sites and state parks and strange stuff that only locals know about, that kind of thing. You know, in the vein of Jacob the Carpetbagger and Adam the Woo, where you just kind of go and explore. I want to do that kind of stuff as well. Some friends of mine go to Gaslight gathering every year to promote their steampunk comedy web series called The Legend of Steam. The League of Steam. That sounds cool. So, with a lifestyle like that, having an expensive house that just sits there empty doesn't make any sense, unless I was like part of Airbnb where people would come in and rent it. But I don't want to do that because I'm going to have a lot of collectibles in there, and I can't lock it all up every time I leave. So, anyway, I don't know. I think that's really about it. That's all I had to talk about. I did have something else I was going to tell you guys. The whole saga with Nestor getting sick. When I made the first video where I was like, guys, he's not eating, what do I do? And then the next one where he was actually starting to look better. But then he started getting bad again, and I had to run him to the emergency animal clinic. And then later when I made the video saying that he was almost back to his old self again, I think that's 4 videos altogether for the people that were following it. I'm not going to leave those videos in my regular timeline, my regular channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set them as unlisted, and I'm going to put them on a playlist. I'm going to save them to a playlist, and I'm going to set them as unlisted, the same way I do my live streams. So it's going to be under a playlist called Nestor Got Sick, I think, because it just wouldn't make any sense for me to just leave those videos there. But, oh yes, BTD, you were asking how Nestor's doing. Nestor is almost 100%. I would say today he was pretty much back to his old self. And he is eating. He is eating like he's trying to make up for lost time. I'm going to have to go buy another bag of food, like, tonight. Because he's eating like crazy. I've got to get him some more litter, too, because he's just... Yeah, so he's feeling much better. So Nestor's doing well. I'm wondering, because I was planning on taking him back to the vet on Monday, just to kind of see, because they were saying that he might be completely over it. I think I'm going to give them a call to see if they want me to come back in. But I'm thinking they might want to do one little follow-up examination, getting sure that he's okay now that he's been through this. But I will say this much about him. You know how, guys, there's a difference between that 1-year-old cat and that 7-year-old cat, where they kind of get that look about them like they've got some miles on them, and they're a little bit wiser. They kind of look at stuff a little bit slower. he looks like that now. Like he's just kind of like it's like he's realized that he's not invulnerable and he can get sick, and he kind of has that look like he's a little bit slower, a little bit wiser now. But that's good. Okay, Don. Sorry I wasn't real engaging today, guys, but you know, that's all we're doing here. We've got at least another 2 weeks of me staying here on this property. Oh, I had a few other questions for you guys as well. And this goes for Yankee in the South. If you haven't already clicked off, I hope you haven't yet. But Yankee in the South, and Don from Will and Don. Yes, good, you're still here. I just wanted to ask, I know that you guys stopped doing the meetups and started playing with the idea on Facebook of starting a meetup that you only announce on Facebook, or that you only like set up between a certain group or something like that. What have you decided on that, or have you decided anything? Also, I've noticed that Adam the Woo and Jacob the Carpetbagger are in town right now, and are you guys planning on any collabs over the next couple of weeks with them? Have you already done one, and what's going on with that? Because that's something I might want to join in on if I could. Okay, thank you, funeral host. Tony. Okay, Tony. Yeah. So hopefully you guys heard that. I hope. I know the coverage isn't real good today. But I've actually been doing something called slowing down and relaxing for a little while. I've been playing some video games. Just kind of taking it easy for a few days. Okay, they say they are still doing Tuesday meetups at 10. Is that true? We have Tuesday morning meetups actually still, and Adam has left town. And who knows where Jacob's at? Okay, so Jacob is not really communicating where he's at and what he's doing then. Well, Adam kind of comes and goes as he pleases, and he's always in and out pretty quick, so that's kind of understandable. Oh, of course I would recommend. It's the Pumpkin Latte, limited edition, by Starbucks. How far are you from VA, Tennessee, state line, the Virginia state line? I don't know, probably a couple hours, at least. Ash Tunes, that's good, man. It is always great to slow down sometimes and take it easy. Yeah. Truth host. Anyway, so I think I'm up to 35 people in the room. I know not all 35 are commenting, but you're probably a lot of you probably didn't hear what I was saying about what I'm working on right now. I'm working on putting in a storage building, and it's going to be on my parents' property until I can find a place that a piece of land that I can buy and move it to it. Move it to it. Anyway, we're putting in the foundation right now. Then we're going to have somebody come in and build it. It's probably going to be about 14 feet by 32 feet, kind of a tiny house. But the basic building is, the walls are about 3 inches thick. They do have a few support ribs, but most of it is painted sheet metal that sandwiches a thick piece of styrofoam. And so it's a storage building that lasts a long time. It's light, it's easy, it's cheap, and it comes pre-insulated. And so once it is put in here, then it will be my job to put in, my job and whoever I can get to help me, to put in the electricity, the air conditioning, the heating, the furniture, of course, and the shower, bathroom, all that kind of stuff. I've only got 3 weeks to work on it. I don't think I'm going to get it all done, but I think I'm going to get a good chunk of it done. Most of the foundation is already put in. And so that's what I'm doing right now. That's the next show I'm going to do is going to be the Casey County Apple Festival in about 2 weeks. So right now I'm just here in Tennessee working on that. My nephew is going to college 30 minutes away from Bristol, Virginia. Oh boy, I'm about 45 minutes from Bristol, Virginia. Maybe we could meet up there when I go to see him. That's great. Yes, that's a good idea. Stay in touch. You know, I haven't really researched to know what kind of heating they use in tiny houses, but really I was just going to use a small space heater with a thermostat. That's all I was going to use. Space heaters I know are a little unsafe, but I'm going to try to get a good one with a very accurate thermostat. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. We actually have a Habitat for Humanity just down the street from here, and I was planning on getting a lot of stuff from that. As far as furniture goes, though, I've already got a bunch of it picked out, except for I want a small kitchen table. But there's time enough to worry about that. You see kitchen tables at thrift stores like all the time. I just want like a little square one with about 3 or 4 matching chairs. Really the kind of help that I'm needing is more just electrical, because that's the thing that I'm really not very experienced in at all. And I've got some people around here that know how to do it. Even my uncle is part of the IBEW, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Okay, it looks like BTD is about to leave. So I'm going to go ahead and walk the phone on over to the camper door. So while we've still got 35 people in the room, you guys can at least get a little look at Nestor to see how he's doing. Tim Watson, Ashton, you should try some of the fall festivals and county fairs here around Chattanooga. I've heard good things about it. The thing I do in Chattanooga right now is the Dayton Strawberry Festival. Alright, yeah, he comes to the door. Okay guys, there he is. Say hello, Nestor. Hello, Nestor. There he is, guys. You can see he's trying to go out the door. He's not supposed to do that, but he's trying. But there's Nestor. I'm holding him so he doesn't go running off into the dark and I never see him again. But as you can see, he's back to fighting health. What do you say to your fans, Nestor? Huh? You feeling better now? So there he is, guys. You know what? Let's grab a toy. This is a toy that Wandering Mountaineer gave me right here. He's enjoying this one. Uh, oh, okay. We're back. I don't know how much of that you guys got, but as soon as I step into the camper, I thought if I left the door hanging open that you'd still be able to get some signal. But I don't know how much of that you got. But, okay, good. Yeah, I was trying to show off Nestor, let you see how well Nestor is doing. Anyway. I missed your comment, Ashley. It was off before you got there. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Huh. Oh, well. Well, we were at 35, 15 people logged off. I'm not going to try it again. As soon as I walk over to the camper, I get in the shadow of the house, there between the camper and the house. Try to open the camper, and it just taters out. Yeah, now, I did have somebody out here that showed me the right kind, because I bought the wrong kind at first, but somebody showed me the right kind of signal amplifier to get for my plan and my phone. It's going to be 40 bucks, but it's already on order, and it'll be getting here. And that should make it a lot easier to do these kinds of live streams in areas that don't have real good coverage. Oh, okay. So Roxy Foxy and Dr. Pepper Show says they're only a few minutes away from Greenville. No, it hasn't arrived yet. Um, oh, Anthony, this must be the Tony that sold me this phone that I'm using right now. No, Tony, I just ordered it a couple of days ago. It's going to take a few days to come in. Sit by a campfire. Yeah, a campfire would be nice. How far from Greenville to Gatlinburg? We're talking about 45 minutes at least. Yeah, that's actually, I was playing the Xbox One for hours. I'm actually trying to get all the way through Conker's Bad Fur Day. I'm kind of stuck right now. I keep exploring around trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next, but I'm kind of stuck. But I've been stuck a few times before. I just have to keep at it. Make us some s'mores. Okay. I also wanted to mention, guys, that we're up to 600 and... No, so, excuse me. Was it 871 subscribers last I checked? And so that puts us at about... I say about, but it puts us at exactly 129 subscribers away from finally hitting the first 1,000. So we're on our way. It's gonna happen here. I'm hoping before the end of the year. Let's see. I watched I watched old video where you and your mom made frozen fruit ice cream. Yeah, that's called, I don't know if they even make those anymore, but it's called a Champion Juicer. And oh man, it's so good. And it's quick too. A micro cell tower. I know there's something called, oh yeah, you think I'm gonna hit 1,000 before October? We'll see. Hopefully that'll happen. Danielle is giving my P.O. box if anybody wants to send packages. I haven't even checked that in weeks. I don't know if there's anything there or not. Go hiking with Will and Don. That's actually a pretty good idea. I love their hiking videos. I like their hiking videos better than I do their Gatlinburg videos, to be honest with you guys. Especially the ones where they went to the bat caves. Those were cool. You tell everybody about my channel. Well, thank you, Adventure in the Heartland. Ah, awesome. That's awesome. My internet is lousy right now, trying to watch. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who was that? Oh, Smoky Mountain Hiker. Okay, yes, I'm sorry, Smoky Mountain Hiker. Yes, I do think that, Dan the Mountain Man, yes. I do think that putting travels into the name of my channel did help some. Because it is a little more reflective of the actual content. Like I said, I still have people unsubscribe, but definitely not in the numbers that I was before I made that change. So that does seem to be a very positive thing. Let's see. I live where you can hear banjos play. That's a Deliverance reference if you guys didn't know. Yeah, you hear the banjos in the distance, you just run. Get out of there. Go. Get on the Nantahala and keep going till you see a city line. Did it damage the coaxial cable or the Cat 5? I have some of each if you need it. You're welcome to it. Okay. You could draw Nestor or your family while you're home. I guess I could. I really need to make a good t-shirt design for Spreadshirt. Floyd the Music. New to the channel, great name. Thank you. Check out Woolfest. Woolfest in Kentucky. It seems like I've heard about that. Woolfest. Woo, woo. Huh. Have a couple of trips planned for next year. Great, thank you. Hey, Smoky Mountain Hiker, Ashtunes needs to go hiking with you. I've been needing to do that for a while. Thank you, but I will have Comcast fix it. Funeral, okay. Did you get your Meet Up t-shirt for October? No, I haven't gotten it. What did you say the juice was called? Juice? Juicer. It's called a Champion Juicer. You might have to go on eBay and find one used. I don't know if they still manufacture those. Drawing of areas around... See, now that's something I did on a previous channel. I actually did that. Where I would go out to a location and I would just set up and I would draw the scenery. And then I would record that and put it up as a time lapse. If someone mails you a picture and payment, no, Shopper Girl, no. We don't do that here. I don't do commissions. Do not do that at all. If you want to know why, there is a video just a few weeks back that is entitled "My Last Commission of All Time" or something like that. My last commission ever. And if you watch that video, you'll see why I completely stopped doing commissions. I do not do commissions. But, I mean, I travel around up and down the southeast coast enough that if you just, if you're patient, I'll probably be in your area, unless you're, you know, in California or New York or somewhere like that. Somewhere way off. But, should be able to get to you. Yes. That sounds fun. I wanted you to draw pets that have passed. Oh. Well, I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't do the whole mailing anymore. That too many bad experiences. Hope you are doing good this week. Yes, art abandonment. I'm doing a lot better. Feeling a lot better now. This Nestor he's pretty much back to his old self. But yeah. I'm sorry, Sharper Girl. Last time I was on a live stream and I told people that I don't draw from pictures and do the whole mill commission artwork anymore. I had a few people unsubscribe. So I hope you guys don't unsubscribe over that. But no, I don't do the commissions. Every time you go for a hike, you almost get lost. Should go to one of those parks that's got the trail marked with like collar stamps on the trees. Those are hard to get lost on. Anyway, okay guys, what are we at? Okay, yeah, it's about time for me to go ahead and sign out. I don't really have anything else to talk about. We get lots of Walmart trying to find the tools. We got lost in Walmart trying to find the tools. Do I leave the light on for Nestor? Yeah, of course I leave the light on for Nestor. Leave the air conditioner on too. I don't leave a radio on for him, but I leave the light on for him, yeah. But anyway. Okay, so you guys know what I'm up to, what's going on. Next few weeks are going to be trying to concentrate on doing that. And also, I still have not really paid for my spot or booked a campground to do the whole ISCA thing, the International Society of Caricature Artists. So I hope it's not too late for that. But I've got to do that. I have to do that. So we've got that kind of stuff that I have to get caught up on. So that's going to be over the next few weeks. Also, got to get these glasses prescription up to date. Got to get a new sign printed because the one I'm using right now has gotten very, very old. Got to get this building put in place. Hopefully, enough of it done so that I can clean out my storage building and move everything out here and start building shelves, doing all that kinds of stuff. If you do get lost, just look for Walmart. I'm sure there is one in a 30-minute radius of everywhere that the 48 states, continuous 48 states. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. That's what I'm concentrating on. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully we'll hit that 1,000 mark before the end of the year. Hopefully, if it's really is, I'm really hoping things do work out the way that Karen was saying, then I do hit the 1,000 mark before the end of October. Yeah. I'm actually having second thoughts about the whole putting up a calendar thing, because after Yankee in the South started getting threatening letters, I haven't gotten anything like that yet. But I did have a one person that got really creepy on my live stream for a little while, but he hasn't showed up for a few weeks now, so or at least he hasn't said anything in the live stream for a few weeks now. Hello, Joe Jeffers. Anyway, I'm afraid that if I keep making it known where I'm going to be working at, and I start getting those people that are weirdos that like to threaten YouTubers, if they know exactly which festival I'm at ahead of time, then they might come to a festival where I'm working and attack. You never know. I mean, festivals and fairs in general are pretty public, so it's a little bit safer, I think. But the whole deal with Yankee in the South not doing the meetups anymore because of threatening letters has kind of made me wonder, you know, because they're at about 12,000. I'm not even at the first 1,000 yet, and I've already had one creeper. I don't know if it's really a safe thing for me to be broadcasting. You know what, though? Now that I'm thinking about it, we've only got 100 people on the Facebook group. So if I put up my calendar only in the Facebook group, that might be a little bit safer to do. This is kind of why I don't do videos, and well, I'm more of a support person. I was shocked when all that happened to them, yes. I mean, I think most of the time when somebody sends letters like that, it's a lot of bark. It's a lot of anonymous bark, not a lot of bite. You got to take it seriously anyway, though. But it's you know, you watch Will and Don's videos, and if you meet them in person, they're like the most genuine, down-to-earth, nicest people you could ever watch or meet. And the idea that you would be upset enough to threaten somebody like that, how are there people like that out there? It just boggles my mind. I don't get it. I really just don't. Do I carry? Well, the thing is, okay, I work in so many different states that if I was to try to get a carry permit for each one of the states that I work in, it would just not be, I don't think it'd be possible for me to do. And the way cops are now, it's okay for them to carry, but it's not okay for you to carry. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I've had them ask me, do you have a weapon in the vehicle? Do you have a weapon on you? Do you have a weapon in the vehicle? And they're saying this, looking you dead in the eye with one strapped to their own hip. But it's not okay for you to have one. It's an attitude I don't like, but it's unfortunately the reality of things that, you know, I get pulled over a lot, and most of that's because sometimes I'll drive, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and cops get bored, and they think that the only reason why you're driving at 3 o'clock in the morning is because you're coming from a bar, and they want to smell the inside of the cab. So they pull you over for any little stupid thing, and they start asking a bunch of questions, and I just can't have a weapon on me in all the different states that I work in. It would cause such a headache if I tried to do that. So the most I can do, and I really need to do this, is, to get some mace and tasers and, things like that. Keyboard cowards. Yes, that's true. There'll always be crazy in the world. Not a Nerf gun. I poke them in the eye. Yeah, so no, I don't carry. But, I mean, I'm a 200-pound guy that doesn't have a real pushover kind of attitude. So I haven't had anybody really try to get on to me or try to, alpha dog me too much. It hasn't happened yet. But no, I don't carry. I wish I could, but if I was to work in just Georgia, if I was to work in just Tennessee, and I could get a concealed carry permit for Tennessee, I would totally do that. I would totally do that, but I just can't. I can't get a concealed carry permit for every state that I work in. People can't live in fear, just be cautious. That's true. Anyway, yeah, we're getting close to an hour. All right. So, yeah, I think I will put up a calendar on the Facebook group because, we're at over 800 people that are subscribed, but less than 100 people in the Facebook group. So I think it's safe to put things in the Facebook group because they do, in order for somebody to get into the Facebook group, they have to answer a question. And the question is, how did you meet, or how did you find out about the channel? And Tony or Karen or Danielle can look at those answers, and if it looks legit, they'll let them in. And then they still have the ability to kick them out if they need to. And so with that amount of vetting, I think it's safe to put up a calendar in the Facebook group. So if you do, and I'm going to get that up there in the next few days, so if you guys do want to see my schedule, which for the rest of this year, I don't have a whole lot planned out. We're in the third quarter now, so I don't have a whole lot planned out for the rest of this year. Maybe just a few more fairs, and then I have to start working on the schedule for next year. But you'll be able to see my schedule on the Facebook group. So if you really want to find out where I'm at, where I'm going to be, then join the Facebook group and be civil. and you'll have plenty of access to all that. Yes, Tony, I remember that. Check profiles. Yeah, Tony's actually really good at being able to spot a fake profile. I'm just reading the comments now. I know it sounds like a long pause. I'm reading the comments. All right, guys. That's all I got for y'all tonight. I don't know why you guys, 33 people are hanging around watching this one homeless guy. I'm not really doing anything but chatting with you guys. But I appreciate it. I really do appreciate all the support and all the nice people that have come out to see me and get their drawings done, and all the comments and views. Guys, it wasn't that long ago when I started this YouTube channel, and when I did, I had, in the first few weeks, I got 20 subscribers, and when I hit 20, I had 1 or 2 people actually unsubscribe. So at 20 subscribers, if one person unsubscribes, that's 5% of your subscribers that just leave. And then after the first few months, I thought I was doing really well if I had 20 views on a video. And at this point, guys, I put up a video, and within the first few hours, I usually have over 100 views on it. And I just wanted to say that I don't take any of that for granted. And I don't really even feel like I deserve it, to be honest with you guys. I am so incredibly grateful that you guys find me interesting enough to keep coming back and to keep viewing my videos and giving me all your support and coming out to see me, like I said, and getting your drawings done and being so nice and coming in and listening to me chatter on my live streams and just doing all this. I can't express my gratitude enough. I really appreciate it. And on that sappy note, I need to go ahead and, well, I need to go to Walmart actually, get some cat food and kitty litter, because Nestor is eating enough to try to make up for lost time, I think. But that's going to be it. Let's see. Anthony Broadway, enjoy what time you have and spend how you want. Yes, thank you. Let's see. Crystal, I really enjoy your videos. Keep up. Thank you. Walmart run. Yes. Ash, thanks for your vlogs. You're very welcome, Karen. And Nestor is doing well. Johnny Appleseed Festival. He's still trying to get me on thinking about that. We'll see. We'll see. It's definitely not time to be planning for that. That is like well into the middle of next year. But we'll think about it. Okay. That's going to be it, guys. I will see you guys on the next one.